Well, welcome to my second video. Last time we looked at the takeout double, didn't we? Today, in this little lesson, we're going to learn about the penalty double. So first of all, we're just going to have a couple of slides just to show you what I'm talking about. So there we go, the penalty double with Jack Stocken. Well, what is a penalty double? Double is for takeout if partner has passed or not yet bid in the previous lesson. Yeah, so if they open one of a suit and you double, that's for takeout, asking partner to bid. Double is for penalties, though, if partner has already bid positively, as in the example below. It is the same bid, but says, I don't think you can make your contract. So, for example, North, my partner, opens one heart. East overcalls two diamonds. Now, if I as South make a double, yeah, then that is a penalty double. It says, I don't think you're making two diamonds. So typically I'd have 5 diamonds to the ace, queen, 10 or something. I'd have a very good holding in diamonds. But logically, it can't mean asking partner to bid. They've already bid. So that would be a penalty double. And doubles of one no trump. Well, they're always for penalties. So if someone opens one no trump and you double it, it's for penalties. It would not make sense to have a double of one no trump as takeout. As which suit are you taking out of? To double an opening bid of one no trump, whether that be a weak no trump, 12 to 14, or a strong no trump, 15 to 17, you need to have 16 or more points, and any shape. I mean, you can literally have 20 points and a singleton. Yeah, it's purely a point count, and partner should pass, as in the example below. One no trump, double for penalties, 16 or more points, East passes, and South passes. It's not asking them to bid. So what we're going to do now is look at an example hand. Right, so here we go on BBO that I'm going to play out for you. So South opens a weak no trump. That's 12 to 14. Okay, but if you're playing standard, that could be 15 to 17, but bid the same thing. And what would you bid with the West hand? Now, let's count your points. You've got 16 points. Give you a moment or two just to think about it. Well, I know that a lot of players at the table would bid 2 hearts. I've seen them do it. Yeah, they forget to make a penalty double. And so that's all very well. They'll make 2 hearts with ease. Partner may not even raise the bid. They probably wouldn't. But a bid of 2 hearts there is 15 points or less. Okay, you'd make 2 hearts standing on your head. Actually, you'd make 4 hearts easily, but you probably wouldn't even get to game. So what we're doing instead, everybody, is remembering to double. That's it, the red card. If I was using a bidding box, there we go, that would be the double card. Look how shiny it is. It doesn't get much use from my students, or anyone for that matter. So this is a penalty double showing 16 plus points. North, well, they have to pass. They would need a 5-card suit to rescue partner, and they don't have one, so they have to pass. East, well, it might be tempting to bid, mightn't it? 2 clubs or something. But the more points you've got as East, the better. So pass. And I think you're going to see very soon at the end of this video why we double one no trump for penalties. You are going to get far more in your score card than you would for making 2 hearts, or even for making 4 hearts. And South, of course, has nowhere to run. Possibly if South has a 5-card suit, then they would bid it to try and rescue the situation. But this is a common scenario. Well, the lead, what card would you lead as the West hand? Well, a standard practice is that lead 4th highest of longest and strongest. Okay, and as declarer, I'm going to play the South hand. Which card would you play from dummy? Would you play the 9 or the King? Well, your only chance here is that West is leading from the Ace of Hearts, okay, which is perfectly permissible to lead away from an ace in no trump contracts. So I'm going to try the King, hoping that West had the Ace of Hearts. And by the way, even if I played the 9 of Hearts here, East would put in the Jack. Yeah, they wouldn't waste the ace, so I'd still be scuppered. So whatever I do, I'm going to be scuppered. So Ace of Hearts. And which heart would you return? The Jack or the 4 as East? Well, remember, it's the top of a remaining doubleton. So Jack of Hearts. We can afford to overtake with the Queen, just in case that Jack of Hearts was a singleton, as West. So overtake with the Queen. We now cash the 10 of Hearts. course, is a winner. And we play the 7 of hearts. Okay, now East has an interesting choice, haven't they? What does East discard now? Okay, good time to have a little think about this. What card do they want to, what suit do they want partner to play when they next get in? Well, very well done if you chose the 9 of diamonds. So remember that the first discard, a high one, is encouraging. Think held, high encouraging, low discouraging. So that 9 of diamonds says to me, I'm looking out for that first discard. Play a diamond when you next get in. I've got the ace or the king. Very useful. West continues cashing their hearts. And the 2 of hearts. It's all going very well. And now, of course, with partner's signal, they can switch to a low diamond, knowing that partner must have the king. Okay, we'll throw these clubs away now. And a diamond comes back to the knave. And the ace of diamonds is a winner. And the queen of diamonds. Poor old north-south. They're not having much of a look in here, are they? But this is an example of what might happen if your partner gets it right and makes the penalty double. King of spades. And it's not going to be a clean sweep today, I'm afraid. We are going to give the last trick to the opponents. How generous of us. So again, when the dust settled, everyone, one trick is all that Declarer made there. We were 6 down. Let's just see if BBO's got the score right. For 6 down vulnerable, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. Actually, it's 1700. BBO sometimes gets the score wrong from my import. So 1700 vulnerable. What we would call a telephone number in bridge talk. Far better than the 170 you would have got for making 2 hearts, or 650 you'd have got for making 4 hearts plus 1. So the moral of that story very much is if you've got 16 points or more, double is for penalties.